Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Road Show. Dan Davis, your host here. Okay, so we're doing a travel segment. I've been kicking back at my spot here like usual, just with my extra chair, my chair, and equipment box that passes as a table. So I'm getting down towards the tail end of what I need to do to have this campsite pretty much ready. There's one boulder that I wanted to clear off, which is what this segment is about, to show you how easy it is and how it can be used for a couple different things. So real quick, I'm gonna give you a rundown of what the boulders look like from last week when I was clearing them. If you saw the video from last week, April 1st, no fooling. So today's April 8th, Sunday, April 8th, right? Anyway, so there was a couple days of good rain, and the boulders have been washed off nicely. They look good. The moss has soaked up water, so it's looking brilliant green. But there's one boulder that I pointed out last time that I hadn't cleared off, just because I want to show you how easy it is and a couple of different ways of doing things. So, what I'm going to do right now is pick up the camera and give you a quick tour of the stuff that I'm going to be using. Go set up the camera over there, pause it, and then get ready to work. And it'll only take a couple minutes because it's not that big of a rock, and this stuff goes really quickly. Alright, so first of all, the things that we're going to need, the tools that I'm going to be using anyway. Got gloves. I'll get to those in a moment. This thing's on a tripod, so okay, over here I'm going to be using the two rakes and the shovel. And that's really all I need. Okay, so one of the uses of this thing, of the duff that comes off of that boulder, is going to be to top off this fill pit. You know, it's a depression where a trunk had decomposed, and it's a hole that I could step into at night when I'm wandering around in the half dark and trip, which is not a good thing, because this is enough of a trip just being here. Anyway, so that's one thing, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put it so that you'll see pretty much the pine needles up on top, just like everywhere else. The other location is on the trails. You'll see, especially coming down this angle right here, I did a lot of fill in here from stuff that I took off of boulders. There's a lot, I mean, probably, I don't know, cubic yard or two, something like that, from these other boulders. But so if you do it that way, you flip the whole pad like upside down, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. First thing I'm going to do is I'll go around with the shovel and kind of mark out the periphery of the boulder, and then I will start doing whatever I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to set the camera back here and pause it, because you'll be able to see, I think, well enough from here what I'm doing. I'm going to put the fill right in there, and the topping off the fill pit over there is going to do it normally. So anyway, right side up. There's a couple other fill pits. There's a small one here, there's a big one there. Eventually, when I'm done clearing everything I'm going to clear, which as you can see, it's getting down there, I'll top those off with some of the duff off of, I don't know, some of these boulders, or if I find some more boulders in the campsite area that need clearing, I'll take the duff from those and cover up these fill pits with them. But anyway, okay, so let me set up the camera, kind of pointing at where I'm going to be doing the fill and stuff. And then when I come back, I'll get started. Time out. Okay, so I probably won't show you the whole thing because you don't need to see all of it, but I'll show you an example, a couple different shots of both the fill and the topper kind of thing. First off, raking any major twigs like this. These go into a pile so you can burn it or whatever. easy way to tell the limits of it is to follow the rock down. Then you can get to the bottom. Kind of trim the base. And just stomp it to fit. Do a little dance. Make a little, no, never mind. Okay. And so on. Okay, and so on. So now I'm going to do a couple shovel loads where I take it the other way, and you'll see me just keep it upright. Hold on. Take that, you dirty dirt. Anyway, okay. So, you get the point, I think. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because you probably get the point. If you want to see what it looks like when I'm done, I'll be shooting some other segments later this afternoon, like the final recreation introduction, and a couple other ones, we'll see. But anyway, so I'm going to finish that up and then do some other stuff. So you can tune in to whatever else is shot today. But that's about it. Oh, the only other thing, notice I got my hair tied up, scrunchies, because otherwise hair is constantly coming all the way around, getting into my mouth, and it's a pain in the butt. So if you got long hair, you're gonna want to tie it up. Especially up here, there's wind and stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but there's wind today. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll see some of the other segments I shoot today, so adios.